So what were some big things in math and science this year?
Classes and clubs.
So what classes and clubs?
Well, for math, there was a math class and a math and photography club.
What was the math and photography club?
It was taking photographs of geometric principles found in nature and architecture and other common things.
What was that thing called?
Math trick?
Did you just take whatever pictures you thought were good math subjects?
No. You took a picture of a certain subject that you were supposed to be taking a picture of, and they would be on sheets of paper so you could tell what you were supposed to be taking pictures of for the day.
And who came up with all those things?
Miss Maria.
And Miss Maria did your other math classes too, didn't she?
Yep.
What kind of things did you do with Miss Maria?
Well, I made books on division of cheesecake by some creatures.
What was the mathematical concept behind that?
Division of a fraction by a fraction.
Yeah, that's a tough concept, isn't it?
Yeah.
What other things did you do with Miss Maria?
I also did a stop-motion movie with coins to demonstrate mathematical principles. I also did something with an online software.
What was that called?
GeoGebra.
GeoGebra. That was geometric figures, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anything else?
And I did general problem-solving activities.
You also were doing math on the computer, weren't you?
Yep.
What program do you use for that?
Alex.
Do you like Alex?
I guess so.
I think you've really come up a lot in math this year, don't you think?
I guess so.
All right, how about science? What did you do in science?
On science, I mostly went and saw exhibits.
Well, let's talk about some of these exhibitions and festivals and things. We've seen a bunch of them at the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences, haven't we?
Yep, I saw one on bioluminescence with a lot of deep-sea critters. I like deep-sea critters. I'm very interested in marine biology.
Right. What other exhibits or festivals did they have?
They also had one on whales and sharks.
Uh-huh.
And one on lizards.
And we went to a science museum when we were in Philadelphia, didn't we?
Yep, and that's where I saw another exhibit on deep-sea critters, mostly the newly discovered colossal squid, which is like the giant squid, except different. It's the world's largest squid in terms of mass.
I know you really like the cephalopods, don't you?
Yep.
Did we see cephalopods when we were in D.C.?
Yep.
Where did we see cephalopods?
At the aquarium in the zoo.
What other exhibits did we see in D.C.?
There was one on manta rays at the zoo, and there was one on geckos, and music.
Yeah, that wild music.
And there was also one on early human ancestors, and there was one on crocheted coral reefs, which Mom wants to make as a project for next year.
That's right, we got really inspired by that one, didn't we?
Mom did.
And speaking about the zoo, did we go to the North Carolina Zoo this year?
Yep, 2 times.
And what was that with?
Zoo Club.
What was Zoo Club about this year?
Biodiversity.
So did you enjoy your Zoo Club classes this year?
Yep.
Speaking of classes, what were some of the other science classes you took this year?
I took one on brain anatomy and development, and one on cellular development.
Did you have a class with Miss Rahel?
Yeah, on geologic principles.
You really enjoyed that class, didn't you?
Yep, I like geology better than neutrobiology.
On our vacation, did we go see a special geological place?
Yep.
Where was that?
Lorea Caverns.
You liked that, didn't you?
Yep.
And you've been doing another special science activity for the past couple of months, haven't you?
Yep.
And what is that?
These online science things that I did with Noah.
What was that program called?
Vanished.
And who created Vanished?
The Smithsonian and MIT.
MIT.
Yeah.
So what is the premise behind Vanished?
People from the future contact people from the present to help them figure out ecological mysteries.
And what do you all do with Vanished?
Mostly, we listen to the latest podcast, then we try to figure out stuff, and for a long time, then we play games that are slightly related to the topic.
Did you have a vanished field trip?
Yeah, we did. To the Museum of Downtown.
The North Carolina Museum of Natural History. What did you learn about there that was part of the whole vanished thing?
Mostly about the ecosystems of the mountains of North Carolina. And some about Regan's salamanders.
So, it's been a good year for math and science, hasn't it?
Yep. Not as good as last year, though. I had a lot more science classes that last year. But it was still quite a good year, and it was an excellent year for math.